Am I the a-hole for telling my mom that I've had enough and won't be visiting again for a while? My son, 8 and I, 40F flew home for the school holidays. I would have been content not to see my brother and his family, but I agreed to spend the weekend with them as my son and mom enjoy spending time with them. My nephew, 6, had been unwell overnight. I questioned how sick he was and whether we should be going. I didn't want us to get sick for our own sake, but also because he wouldn't be able to see his family. Mom was annoyed but spoke to my brother, who said nephew was fine. They were just tired after a rough night. We should still come. Mom and I were going to look after all the kids on Saturday night while my brother and his wife went to a party, probably why he was so keen for us to come. They hadn't factored us into their weekend otherwise. My hesitation was met with an icy demeanor from Mom, so I agreed to go, lest the rest of our trip be ruined by her mood. When we arrived, it was clear my nephew was still quite unwell. He was in the lounge with a sick bucket. My brother even remarked, "Yeah, he's really unwell." Turns out he'd been vomiting overnight with a fever. My mother made it clear through her demeanor and tone that I was meant to pretend all was fine. I was too furious and uncomfortable to do that. Similar scenarios have happened before, resulting in my son, husband, and I becoming quite unwell. My brother then left with the kids to pick his daughter, 9, up from her first birthday party of the day. I told my mom it was really disrespectful that they'd done this again and that I was absolutely furious. I could have been more calm and more diplomatic, but the gaslighting and denial of my right to be and express upset was too much. I asked for their street address so I could book a taxi home for me and my son. She insisted that she would leave too, although she eventually agreed that I could drive her car back if my brother could drive her home on Sunday. He couldn't do that as he and his wife had too many plans, notwithstanding our visit. So we all left and the rest of our stay with her 2 days was either silent treatment or ice-cold responses. I tried to talk to her about how hurtful it was to be treated like that, which only made it worse. I told her we won't be coming back for a while and, although I didn't say this, I've decided we'll stay in a hotel when we do return. So am I the a-hole for being upset and planning to not come for a while on family gathering?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. Your brother is a terrible parent and friend to everyone else they exposed to the stomach flu your nephew had. They tend to be very easily transmitted, and not everyone at those parties is going to be able to bounce back after being exposed. They should have been isolating till nephew was better. I wouldn't visit again. I'd let her visit you for the next while where you have the control to stay or go. That she sulked for days after would just reaffirm how little she cares about you.
You don't even need to visit your mom. You're the a-hole if you continue to spend time with your mom, period. Sharing genetic material doesn't give her a free pass to treat you however she wants, and you have to take it.